Alright. Alright, so here we are in the F16 with all too many bumps. And as usual, hardly any fuel. Start taxiing down the runway. And what did I want to check? We're going to use CCRP mode for our GBU-12s today, as I just about always will. Take it easy on this turn. And afterburner. Ooh, that sun is blinding. Alright, set that for 30. Alright, at this point, I did turn on my TGP, turned my laser on, turned my master arm on. And we'll set course for waypoint 2. Go into air to ground mode, for which I can see the GBU-12s are configured properly. Now we'll go into TGP, which is probably still not timed out yet. Needs a little moment to warm up. Just lay off the fuel there. And autopilot. Let's activate my HSD. Double click test. HSD on the right. Nice and bright. And what do we got going over here? This got us away. Let's go, camera. Wake up now. Get a little distance from waypoint 2. Wait for this camera to cooperate. Almost there. Aircraft is somewhat trimmed. Alright, TGP, what is your deal? There we go. That sometimes needs to be done. If your camera ever struggles with turning on, you just go to standby and bring it back to air to ground mode. So now we can see that thing is lit up nicely. And it will center according to whichever point I'm trying to look at. So bring it back to waypoint 2. So it should be centered at our first round of targets, for which we are plenty far enough from. Turn and stay right in the green. I'm not gonna create too much turbulence here. Alright, nice quick turn, staying out of the red. On the AOA there. Let my target's right down there. And let me go ahead and turn on this guy as well. There we go. Now I could... There it is. Should be able to spot my target outside of the hood with the head-mounted display. And what's going on down here? We're starting to get a whole lot of nothing. There we go. White is hot. Why the heck is it so bright? That's a little weird. Oh, it's looking at the sky. There. So double click down on my targeting management switch. Locked, so I'll press up once. Now the targets are there in front of me, but they're very light. It's very hard to see, so I'm going to switch over to a different infrared mode. White is hot, and I can see them. They're there, but it's easy to overlook them there, even though they're just to the right of my cursor. So I'll zoom in, and now I can see the edge of those targets. And now I can move over to them, and you can see all of these guys in their full glory as they're about to get blown the fuck out of. So let's use manual ranging to get all the way up in there. And we're already in point mode. Usually you're in area mode, but now by pressing up on the target management switch, I'm in point mode. So let me get this aircraft straightened out now. I'll turn off that autopilot so it stops screwing me up. And we're going to gain a little distance from that waypoint. So at this point, now that we have our sensor point of interest, all we gotta do is line ourselves up in a straight line with the target and drop the GBU once we get to the 5-second mark as displayed on the hood here. We'll hold the weapons release button until it's flashing to indicate that it has dropped, and then we'll count another 5 seconds before holding the second trigger button to laze the target. And we'll hold that until it drops on target. After we drop the bomb, we're going to bank hard to the left because our targeting pod is on the right side of the aircraft. You see this guy right here. And we want to make sure our aircraft stays, or at least is in a turning in a direction where it keeps that targeting pod facing the target and it doesn't the target pod won't get masked by the aircraft itself, creating a gimbaling error. So we'll bank hard left after dropping the bomb, and we should also be able to see those vehicles explode if we do this all right. So my altitude's a little higher than I need it to be, but this will do. I could dive a little, but we're fairly close. So I'm just gonna bleed off a little bit of altitude here. Alright, we're under 20K. I'm gonna work my way up there, half throttle. And this is hard to see with the sun in my way, but I want to keep that vertical line dead center. This requires very, very, very small movements. You don't want to overcorrect. It's easy to overreact. You just want to be patient. Let the aircraft lean into where it needs to be. Right now we're at 10 seconds away from target. 8, 7, 6, 5. Now we're going to see the horizontal line start dropping. It's very hard to see because it's small there, but it's at 5 seconds, and now it's flashing because it's released. So the bomb is en route, and I want to make sure I have a vehicle pointed on with my laser, or painting that sucker. Now we're holding on the laser. You'll see a flash, the L flashing on my hood, and laser flashing on my TGP screen over here. So I'm going to keep banking left, make sure I don't go over it. Otherwise, my laser is not going to be able to reach it past the aircraft. And now, to avoid going too far ahead, we're going to start turning right, but we could already see that vehicle got absolutely fucked. And that's what we're here for. So now we got these other vehicles, they're running her off after seeing their buddy getting screwed. Yeah, they're gonna have a little bit of that coming their way as well. So once again, I'll just get a little bit of distance from them. And I have to retrim the aircraft to account for the weight difference. And we'll bank around again. Make another pass. Oh. We're about just under 2 minutes away. Should be plenty of time. I'll center on this one here. That looks like a fun target. And it might take some friends with them. And just nice and easy. Turn in, start straightening out here. Level with the horizon. Just a few seconds off. 30 seconds till drop. Nice thing with laser guided bombs is you don't really have to be perfect going in with CCRP mode like you would with unguided bombs. You could be a little bit off and the laser will correct the trajectory for you. And holding. 3, 2, 1. Pickle. Bomb dropped. Banking left. Make sure the targeting pod's on it. I'm holding my second detent trigger button there. As you can see, laser is flashing to indicate that it is being lased. And let's see them get absolutely nailed. Ooh. Oh yeah, that one took out a few. Oh, who else wants to go next? I think these two. Get a little distance. Oh, another one blew up. Okay, yep, it's right there. Slow her down, 40 seconds out. Let's try to maintain a steady speed. "20 seconds. Just make sure that the vehicle is still selected, which it is. Level. And the line is dropping. 5, 4, holding down the weapon release. Bomb drop, pickle. Banking to the left. Holding second detent. Lasing the target. Once I've turned enough to the left, I usually bank about 90 degrees. And then start wrapping back around to the right, so I make a circle around there. That way I can keep that targeting pod on it for a little longer before we're flying entirely past. Let's zoom out a little. I want to see the destruction. Oh, yes. That's a twofer. Alright, what else we got down here? We got a few scattered vehicles around here. We're gonna pick on you. Alright, I'll get some distance. Retrim the aircraft. We'll make this another pass here. Yeah, like white hot. Alright, TACAN, calm that down. TACAN annoys me. Quiet that. Don't need to hear Morse code all day. Alright, 2 minutes out. We'll turn all around for the next pass here. Eased it right on there. Woo! Almost. So, vehicle still centered on the TGP. No adjustment needed there. "45 seconds. There we go. Weapon dropped. Banking left. And holding that laser. Nice 90-degree bank. And let's go ahead and watch this one. Oops. Make sure we turn all around that way so we don't lose track. And BAM! Alright. That one's roasted. Alright. So, that's using laser-guided GBU-12s in the F16.